This injunction develops when a child learns very early that being vulnerable, dependent, or playful is not acceptable. Instead of being protected, the child becomes the protector. Instead of receiving care, the child becomes the one who cares. In such environments, childhood ends prematurely. The child begins to feel responsible for things that normally belong to adults. A quiet internal rule begins to form. I must be strong. I cannot be weak. I have to take care of others. Gradually, the child stops allowing themselves to behave like a child.
This injunction often develops in families where the adults themselves are struggling to function in stable parental roles. Sometimes parents are overwhelmed by life problems, emotional instability, illness, addiction, or constant conflict. The child senses that the adults cannot fully cope and begins to take responsibility earlier than they should. One common situation appears when a child becomes responsible for younger siblings. A child who may be only 3 or 4 years old is already expected to watch over a younger brother or sister. They hear messages such as, "You're the older one. You must help. Take care of the baby." Instead of playing freely, the child begins monitoring others and behaving responsibly long before they are developmentally ready. Another pattern occurs when parents place emotional responsibility on the child. A mother may tell her son that he is her protector or the man of the house. A daughter may hear similar messages that she must take care of her parent or support them emotionally. Although these words may sound loving, they gradually place adult responsibilities on the child. The child begins to feel that their role is to support the parent rather than to be supported. In families where there is conflict or violence, the child may also become a protector. When one parent physically or emotionally attacks the other, the child may step in to defend the victim. A child may stand between parents during arguments or attempt to stop the conflict. In these situations, the child becomes a mediator, protector, or emotional caretaker. Over time, the family system reorganizes around this role. The child learns that their own needs must be postponed because someone else needs them more. Another way this injunction forms is through direct prohibitions against childlike behavior. The child may hear messages such as, "Stop crying. Don't act like a baby. You're already big. Be responsible." When vulnerability, fear, sadness, or playfulness are criticized or ignored, the child learns that showing these emotions is unsafe. Gradually, an internal conclusion appears. Being a child is not allowed. Adults with this injunction often appear highly responsible and reliable. They may seem organized, capable, and able to handle difficult situations. Many of them become the people others depend on. However, their relationship with vulnerability and spontaneity is often complicated. They may feel uncomfortable relaxing or letting go of control, struggle to ask for help or support, feel responsible for everyone around them, automatically take leadership roles even when unnecessary, feel tension when others behave carefree or playful. Many of these individuals carry a constant internal pressure to stay in charge. At the same time, they often feel exhausted because their own needs remain unmet. Another difficulty is receiving care. When someone offers support, praise, or protection, the person may feel uncomfortable or uncertain. They have learned to give care, but not to receive it. Moments of joy, silliness, or rest can feel unfamiliar or even unsafe. Deep inside, there may still live the old rule: I must stay strong. I cannot be weak. I must handle everything. Working with the don't be a child injunction often begins with recognizing how early responsibility shaped one's life script. A person can start by consciously allowing moments of rest, playfulness, and vulnerability that were previously forbidden. From a stronger adult position, it becomes possible to notice where responsibility is taken automatically, where control replaces trust, and where help could be accepted instead of refused. Many people are able to gradually restore balance on their own by developing greater awareness of these patterns. However, working with a certified transactional analyst, therapist, or coach can make this process faster and more stable. In such work, the professional often temporarily represents a supportive and caring parental figure, something that may have been missing in childhood. This creates a form of healthy symbiosis, where the client can experience guidance and support while gradually developing their own internal, caring parent and strengthening their adult ego state. Over time, the person learns to internalize this supportive structure and becomes able to take care of themselves without abandoning their needs. The goal is not to remove the child ego state, but to restore balance between a caring parent, a strong adult, and a lively child who is finally allowed to experience curiosity, play, and emotional freedom.
As part of this process, supportive practices such as guided meditations can also be helpful. You may explore the meditation playlist, I Allow Myself, where each meditation is designed to gently work with different injunctions and strengthen new inner permissions. You don't need to do anything special while listening. Simply lie down on a sofa or bed, close your eyes, and allow yourself to rest. Let the words and the process unfold naturally. Listening to the full playlist can support the gradual softening of old prohibitions and help create space for more freedom, calm, and self-acceptance. These meditations are designed to support the inner process of releasing limiting script messages and restoring a more balanced relationship between your parent, adult, and child ego states.